Okay, let's give you guys some practice. So find the limit of each of these functions. So press pause and have a go. Okay, so to do this, 2 to the power of x looks like this, but we want the limit as x heads towards 0. So we want the limit as x heads towards 0. So you could approach 0 from the right hand side and from the left hand side. But the thing is, you've got to stay on the function itself. So put your pen nib here and head towards 0. As you're heading towards the 0 here from the right hand side, now approach 0 from the left hand side. Where is this limit? This limit right here is our limit. It just turns out that the limit is actually 1. So the limit is 1 because 2 to the power of x looks like this. We know that at this point here would be 1. So you can see as you approach from the right hand side, you're heading towards 1. If you approach 0 from the left hand side, you're approaching 1. So they both meet at 1. So therefore the limit is 1. Okay, for this one, x squared looks like this, and you want the limit as x heads towards 3. So let's just imagine 3 is somewhere around here. So put your pen nib here and approach 3. As you're approaching 3, you can see you're heading towards a height. Let's just call it capital L for the time being. So this capital L is right here. And then put your pen nib here. As you're heading towards 3, you can see that you're heading towards the same place. What is that height? Well, that height is our limit. Well, let's in this case, let's put 3 into the function. Put 3 into here. So that will then jump to 9. You see this point here is actually 9. This is actually at a height of 9. So your limit is actually 9 because you're approaching a height of 9 here. This is your limit right here. Okay. Anyway, for this one here, remember 1 over x looks like this. 1 over f of x equals 1 over x looks like this. If you apply this transformation x minus 5, then that will then give you this. That will then give you x minus 5. This transformation moves everything to the right by 5. That's why it's at 5. Well, what is the limit as x heads towards 0? Well, 0 is actually, this is 0 here. So you've got to approach 0 from the right hand side. You've got to approach 0 from the left hand side. So put your pen nib here and head towards 0. So you can see that you're heading towards here, and then put your pen nib over here, and then move and then head towards 0. So you move all the way up here. Dead on 5 it breaks down, so you can't be 5. So you have to jump all the way down here and then keep moving on your journey towards 0. So you can see that both heads towards the same place. Well, what is that place? In this case, you can just simply put 0 into here. So 0 take away 5, that would be negative 5. So the answer here, right here, is actually negative 1 over 5. So this thing here is negative 1 over 5. That's your limit. Okay. This point here is actually negative 1 over 5. And remember, it was like this. You can move the negative up here, and then you can drag this negative out here, so it can look like this. So it's negative 1 over 5. Anyway, this one here, what is the limit of the square root of x? We know the square root graph looks like this as x heads towards positive 4. So let's just imagine 4 is here. So approach 4 from the left hand side. So you're moving towards 4, and then approach 4 from the right hand side. So you can see that they both head towards the same place. What is this limit here? Well, in this case, you simply put 4 into the function. Put 4 into the function, and then it will jump to here. It turns out that this is a height of 2. It turns out, because square root of 4 is 2, it turns out that this height is 2. So the limit here is actually 2. Okay, so 1 over x squared looks like this, and we want to know the limit as x approaches negative 3. So negative 3, let's just imagine negative 3 here. Put your pen nib here and then move towards negative 3. So you're heading towards here. Put your pen nib on the right hand side and head towards negative 3. So you're moving along, moving along, moving along. Dead on 0, I know it breaks down. So all of a sudden it jumps to the negative side, and then continue on your journey towards -3, towards -3. So towards -3, you can see that you're heading towards the same place, but the question is, what is this place? So put -3 into here, so that would be 1 over -3 squared, which would give you 1 over 9. So this has a height of 1 over 9. So the limit is actually 1 over 9. Okay. So for the absolute value of x, we know our absolute function will look like this, but we want to know the limit as x heads towards -2. So let's just imagine -2 is here. So put your pen nib here, move towards -2, so you can see that you're heading towards here. Put your pen nib here on the right hand side and head towards -2 from the right hand side. So you're moving along like this. You can see that you're heading towards the same place. So this is your limit here. But what is that here? So you put -2 into here. So what is the absolute value of -2? It is actually 2, a height of 2. So this limit is actually +2. Okay.